David felt that way in this moment. He felt despair and he felt discouragement. His inner strength was depleted in this moment. And so he felt very broken on the inside. What did David need? David needed a shepherd who could restore his soul. See, David knew that many times in his own life he had found his sheep in places of brokenness, and he had, as a shepherd, had gone to them and he had restored them back to health and restored them back to strength again. And he's reminded of what he did as a shepherd and what God would do for him. You know, sheep get themselves in trouble all the time. Sheep find themselves in situations where they need a shepherd to rescue them and restore them. In fact, as you study something about sheep, you'll find that sometimes the sheep will wander away from the fold and they get lost and the shepherd has to go looking for them. Sometimes sheep get hurt and damaged by things or diseased by parasites that affect them and afflict them in some way, and the shepherd knows how to care for them. One of my favorite books to read is The Shepherd Looks at the 23rd Psalm. It's by Philip Keller. He talks about a shepherd's perspective of taking care of sheep. And so sheep get themselves in trouble. They get broken. They get stuck in situations where they cannot get themselves out of. They get disoriented and they don't know what to do with their circumstance. And so a shepherd comes on the scene, and a shepherd does for the sheep what the sheep cannot do for themselves. And I just want to remind you today that wherever you are in your life, you're never going to be restored until you realize your need to be restored. And some of us will go through life, we're blind to the fact that we're operating out of brokenness, we're operating out of pain, we're operating out of things that are afflicting us on the inside, and we haven't even acknowledged the reality that we're broken and we need a shepherd. But once we acknowledge that, and that's something we all need to do, that we're broken people, once we acknowledge it, we're well on the way to having the opportunity for the Lord to come and do something in our lives.